Hey everyone, and welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. My name is Jessica Fuentes, and I am a certified professional coach. I will be here every Saturday talking about transformation. How to transform those difficulties you encounter throughout your life into lessons. How can you transform that victim mindset into one of opportunity and growth? If you want to transform your life, the key is to learn and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. If you are looking for a safe place to find inspiration, motivation, and the tools to become empowered, then this is the podcast to listen to. This podcast is brought to you by my website, Empowered-SelfLove.com. Thank you for joining me every Saturday, and I want to thank you all for listening every week. Thank you for your support and for making Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast, part of your Saturday routine. I am extremely thankful and grateful for your warm welcome. My hope is to bring you the tools that enriches your life and that helps you become more empowered. So thank you for sharing with your friends and family, and let's continue to spread the knowledge and the inspiration. In this episode, I will be talking about crafting a purpose-driven roadmap to success. Hi there, happy Saturday. Wishing for you to feel well, full of energy, and ready for today's episode. Welcome again to another episode of Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. I am your host, Jessica Fuentes, and today we're diving into a topic that focuses on that roadmap you need in order for you to reach those goals you set for yourself. It is easy to simply come up with a list of things to do or things I like to accomplish. But it is not always, if not never, easy to actually reach those goals. So today we will explore how you can create a roadmap that will get you closer to reaching those goals you set for yourself. So this episode goes hand in hand with the two previous episodes. The special episode for New Year 2025, which focuses on establishing resolutions for the year, and episode number 30, which focuses on the visualization of you achieving goals. So if you have not listened to those two episodes, please, after this one, or you can pause and go back and check those out. I really like for you to explore and listen to those episodes because everything aligns and everything goes hand in hand. Because at this point, those two previous episodes are only focused on the part where you only begin to dream. And don't get me wrong, that is a very, very important part of the process because it is when your imagination begins to expand and that helps you focus on the possibilities. But now, on today's episode, is when the work begins. Today, I want to turn the focus on the how. How are you going to be able to achieve all of those things you listed as goals? How are you going to be able to work towards that vision you created for yourself? I don't want you to only dream. I want you to actually achieve those dreams. I want you to feel that amazing feeling of success. And for many people, the definition of success varies. Like in my case, I can define success in two ways. First, I can consider myself being successful when I'm able to achieve a goal I have set for myself. But I also consider myself being successful when I get to help others reach their goals, which is the reason why I became a coach. So, how do you begin this journey? The first thing you need to know is that it is not and it should not be complicated. You need to make things easy, fun, and attractive to you. Because if you start off by complicating the road ahead of you, you will be discouraged even before you take the first step. So the best way is to also attach your goals with a purpose. Relate them to something that is meaningful and purposeful for you. It shouldn't only be about getting things done or crossing them out from your to-do list. Your goals should have a meaning to you, and that means you need to relate them with a powerful and important purpose. So, from the list of goals you have for yourself, if you were to follow my advice from the New Year's episode, you should have divided those goals into sections. I spoke about 6 sections I focus on, and those are the professional section, the health, the family, the spiritual section, the financial, and the entertainment section. For me, those are my top 6, and I try to set goals in each section. That way I can focus by area. So what I want you to do is to go over the list and select one from each section. The one that stands out for you. The one you really want to achieve because it will give you more meaning to your life. Because that goal aligns with a purpose for yourself. So taking that into consideration, go over all of your goals, review them, and select one from each section you created. Maybe you only chose to have 3 or 4 sections instead of 6 in your list of goals. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Now, for the purpose of showing you how this works, I'll continue to follow my listed sections as an example. So which specific professional goal you want to have achieved by the end of the year? Which health-related goal do you want to reach? Which financial goal do you want to have achieved by the end of the year? And so on and so on. You go over each of the sections you created for yourself. You select one goal for each section. In this example, I should have 6 goals in my new list. My top 6 goals. Now, what you have done here is that you have selected what is most important for you from all of the sections. You have narrowed down your goals based on what you prioritize most. Now, the next step is for you to associate these goals with the emotions that will become present in your life if you were to achieve that goal. Practice visualization for a second. See yourself achieving those specific goals. Associate the goals with meaning. How meaningful is it for you to acquire that certificate, or work hard for the promotion, or find a new job? How will you translate that goal and give it purpose? How will your life change and improve if you were to achieve the goal? That's your motivation. How about your health? What specific goal did you choose for yourself? Maybe you want to stop smoking or stop drinking. Maybe your goal is to lose 10 pounds or 30 pounds or 50. Whatever it is, visualize yourself achieving that goal. How does that feel? Associate the goal with the emotion that comes up for you. Again, that's your meaning. That's your motivation. So the last step is to create a plan. But make the plan easy and realistic. Like, don't set yourself the goal to climb Mount Everest when you don't even walk 1 mile a day. Be realistic. Many of us don't even know how to start to create a plan, which is the roadmap to reaching your goals. And this is why we don't get to reach those goals. and we get frustrated. Trust me, you are not alone. It happens to all of us or almost everyone. So, to create a realistic plan, you need to break it down. Break it down in small tasks. So, for example, let's say you're looking for a new job and your goal is to find a job by May. You have a clear goal in mind and you have set a deadline for yourself. That's awesome. Now, I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions before you continue. Is the deadline realistic? Is the goal purpose-driven? What is your motivation? And once you have answered those questions, you continue with the process. So going back to the example of finding a new job, you obviously need to apply to opportunities, right? But the way to go about it is to break it down into small steps. So first, brainstorm and think about what you need in order to start searching for jobs. Simple, right? So write everything down, everything that comes to your mind. You write it down. I need to update my resume. I need to search for jobs in LinkedIn or on Indeed. I need to apply for the positions I'm interested in. I need to research on the companies I'm interested in. Write a cover letter, acquire letters of recommendations, and so on and so on. You keep brainstorming and you write everything that comes to mind. Then you go over those notes and you create a new list. And the list should be in order of priority. You don't want to make it difficult or make it harsh. So you make a list of 5 to 10 things you need in order to achieve the goal of finding the job. Once you have determined the areas you need to work on, you break them down. So you're going to make a list of the list. So continuing with defining the job, if you determined that the first step you need to follow is to update your resume, then ask yourself, what do I need to do in order to create a resume that is appealing and that stands out? So make a list under this one. Your goal at this point is to make the best resume you can. Right now, that's your goal. Then you will do research, you will search for templates, you begin to put it together, ensuring that you have all the necessary sections. You think about the wording and create a powerful and attractive resume. This is your only goal at this precise moment. Forget about finding a job. Your goal right now has become to build your resume. Give yourself a deadline, but be realistic. A good resume requires work and dedication. You need to include all of the sections. You need to communicate all the things that make you great at what you do. Once you are done with this step, then you can follow the second step. Let's say that your second step is to apply for jobs. Great! Awesome. But what do you need? Make a list. For example, create or update your LinkedIn account or create an Indeed account. Find yourself recruiters that are looking for people like you. Collect all documents you need to have handy as supporting evidence. Maybe you need your transcripts or letters of recommendation. It will be good to have cover letters ready. Organize yourself and begin to acquire everything you need for this section. See this as little milestones that are getting you closer and closer to your main goal. But they become mini goals that have tasks in order for you to achieve them. But when you break them down into mini goals, you make them easy and achievable. You won't feel overwhelmed because you will set realistic deadlines and realistic goals. And what you want to see in a month from now is your progress. Keep record of everything that you do. Use a calendar, use a daily journal. Keep yourself accountable. Because whenever you feel frustrated, this is where you're going to go. You're going to see all of your progress documented. You're going to see your growth. You're going to see the journey of every step of the way. And what I also want you to see is that even if you still have not landed an interview, you are closer to achieving that step. And I want you to see that you have worked, that you have progressed. Because if you don't see the progress, it is easy to get discouraged. Also, by seeing your progress, you can also make adjustments and discard procedures that have shown no results. So you adjust and adapt and continue tracking down every step of the way. So there you have it. And as I approach to concluding today's episode, I want to give you the key takeaways. Number 1, turn your dreams into reality. Transition from simply dreaming about goals to actively working towards achieving them by creating a roadmap. Number 2, make your goals meaningful. Ensure goals are meaningful and aligned with a personal purpose, making them easier and more enjoyable to pursue. Number 3, break down your goals. Divide your goals into sections such as professional, health, family, spirituality, financial, entertainment, whichever section you choose, and select one key goal from each of these sections for you to focus on. Number 4, practice visualization. When you practice visualization and associate the emotions that will come up for you when you see yourself achieving specific goals, you get to enhance your motivation. Number 5, make your goals realistic. Develop a realistic and easy to follow plan by breaking down goals into smaller tasks or mini goals, setting achievable deadlines for each of them. Number 6, track down your progress. Keep a record of your progress through tools like journals or calendars, because this will help you maintain motivation, and it also allows for adjustments and documents your growth. And number 7, be committed and be consistent. Achieving goals requires commitment and consistency. Trust the process. Learn through your journey and keep track of your progress for steady advancements towards your success. Listen, your goals are achievable. Your goals are not only dreams. They can become a reality, but you need to commit yourself to these goals you set for yourself. Commitment and consistency are key to achieving anything you set your mind to achieve. Trust the process, learn through the journey, and keep track of your progress, because that is the journey and the roadmap towards achieving greatness. If you feel that this is a message you connected with, I am very glad and happy that this will be the beginning of an extraordinary journey of transformation and empowerment for you. So remember that we have a date every Saturday. You can't miss the next episode, in which I will be talking about the role of self-care in goal achievement. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that it brought some perspective as well as hope. If there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find me there as empowered.selflove. I also encourage you to visit my webpage, empowered-selflove.com, and explore more about what coaching is all about. In the Services tab, you can sign in for the free discovery session. During the discovery session, I will explain everything you need to know about coaching, the type of coaching I specialize in, and the packages I have available for you. You can find all the links on the episode's notes. Remember, if you like this content or thought of somebody that could benefit from it, please share it with your friends and family. Remember that we have a date every Saturday, and I can't wait for us to meet again. See you next week!